Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today's Monday, February 28th. It is the very last day of February.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not sure if I'm... Look, I'm not sure about anything right now.
February's the month that just goes... Where'd it go?
Yeah, well, I'm just not sure about anything right now. I'm just not. I don't think the world is sure about anything right now.
I'm sure I love you.
I love you. I don't know why I'm not looking at the camera. It's one of those days. Mm-hmm. We're also going to need to recenter when we pause because we're a little crooked.
We've repositioned a couple times due to things.
It's one of those days. I believe the first and foremost thing we should probably say is that our thoughts and prayers are obviously with the people of Ukraine, our fellow stitchers in Ukraine. I don't have words. No, I have words.
YouTube would flag the video.
God will not let me speak them.
Whoa, you want right up to the ultimate authority right there.
Because my great-grandmother lived through both world wars in Europe. My grandmother lived through the Second World War in Czechoslovakia. And I think it contributed to why she's no longer with us. Or why she, I guess why she left us when she did, how she did. So there are a lot of innocent people that are suffering, and there's not much you can do about it, and it sucks. And I wish I could change the world for a lot of people. You know, because there are a lot of innocent people in Russia too that honestly have just no clue what the truth actually is and what's actually going on. So, it sucks. My phone is not being nice to me today either. Let me tell you. Like I said, it's been one of those days. Yeah. So, why don't we shout out our commenters and sort of try to keep it moving and try to
I was going to add my little 2 cents.
Okay.
Why can't we be friends? Seriously, I'm one of those people where it's like, what is worth this crap? So many people take things so dang far for reasons I can't fathom.
I have a pal on Instagram who is a fellow infertile human. And she was born in Russia. She came to the U.S., has become an American citizen, has made her life here for a variety of reasons. And, you know, she's told me a lot of things about living in Russia that, you know, but the reality of it is kind of, I think, hitting us in America right now, like, hard. Because we're seeing what they're doing to a country that just wants to live its life, and, you know, the people in Russia believe that there's multiple NATO, people in Russia believe there's multiple NATO bases in Ukraine, and there's none. People in Russia believe that the Ukrainian people don't want the president that they voted for in a landslide running their country, because they don't know that they voted for this man in a landslide. They just don't. People in Russia don't know the truth. They're not allowed to have the truth.
Okay, we're getting way political.
I'm getting a little on my soapbox, but I'm very thankful that even though I get irritated with hearing the side of the arguments that I don't like in our political environment that I'm allowed to hear both sides. So that's how I feel about it. I'm going to try not to be
I'm
so
going to call
fussy.
out the commenters now.
Why don't you shout out the commenters now?
Hi, y'all. Mad Morty, Tracy. That's a new one, actually.
Tracy's not new.
Just my brain just farted.
Your brain farted.
Bridget, Andrea, Andre, right?
Andre, yeah.
Susie Scott, Pixelrina.
Pixelrina, yes.
There should be a vowel there.
Faithful watcher, but doesn't really comment much. I get it. I watch Flosstubes and don't comment frequently.
Andrea, Lynn, Glenna, Teresa, Janet, PD Stitcher.
She literally commented on that while we're sitting here.
That's why we had such a delay. We need to call her out too.
True story. Are you ready to talk about whips?
Sure, and some kind of minor technical repairs.
Okay.
Be right back.
Whips.
I find it funny she asked me about if I want to talk about whips, but I don't get to talk this time. Except peanut gallery comments.
Oh boy, here comes the peanut gallery. Okay.
I wish the store actually had peanuts because I'd actually go and get them right now. I went to the store yesterday. They didn't have any peanuts. For a completely different reason. But now I would actually like to have them just so I can eat them while this video is going on because I can be in that gallery.
Okay, so I don't know that I actually mentioned it last week, but if you're an astute viewer, you might have noticed I didn't work on one of my focus projects last week. I was working on that new start, that lace corset, and other stuff, and I just was like, you know what? I can work on my focus project. I ended up working on it Monday and Tuesday. Did I work on it? Yeah, I worked on it 2 days. My cross stitch. I make the rules.
Also, if you make yourself goals are goals, not rules.
Goals are goals, not rules. There are no cross-stitch police. And if you are the kind of human...
And if you think you're the cross-stitch police, I'm going to shove that badge up your woo-ha.
If you're the kind of human that feels it necessary to criticize how another person stitches, what another person stitches, or how much another person stitches, you can go stick it up your hoo-ha.
And by the way, I'm gonna get on my soapbox. And that also goes with any other single person activity on the planet. A lot of people like to criticize other people for how they play single player games. When it's like it's a single player game. Even the online games. If that is how the person's having fun, if this is the way somebody does something in any activity that makes them happy, shut it! I'm done.
Now you know how we feel about the story. Okay.
As I said, why can't we be friends?
Anyway. So, I decided I was just going to work on this during the week. Pulled it out for a couple of days. It is the Tale as Old as Time style. Oh, that's a bad picture. Yeah, and unfortunately, putting the pictures into the... I will see if I can get it downloaded on my computer because my computer does not want to talk to my phone right now.
Would you like me to put the app on you so you can print straight from the phone to the printer?
No, not right now. Anyways, it's just showing it to you guys is challenging. But I did 1,154 stitches on my Tale as Old as Time style. The rooftops are all done. I did actually start on room 1 which is the Enchantress. I don't have the called for color that's in there. It's probably around here somewhere. I'm pulling.
She will find it 2 days after she buys a new one, 1 minute before she gets it off the porch.
Yep. But
comment below how many people that's happened to.
I suppose that would be okay, because what I'm just doing is buying Sullivans, and I can resell the Sullivans. So if I don't use it, I can sell it. But so that is Tale as Old as Time.
Let's just send the complete and total wrong kind of thread.
Yes. What? Okay.
Sorry.
I am not doing any of my focus whips for the month of March, since I technically have done all 4 of my whips twice since the first of the year. I did not work on a focus whip yesterday, just so that I would not forget, because it's me. So, that's just how I roll. I need to find... I thought I brought it over here. I did bring it over here. It's still not... Okay. I don't remember if I started... I don't think I think I showed you guys the start of this. I pulled out the Stone Street Stitch Works freebie, Quaker Heart, and missed some stitches. I missed a little detail right there. I just realized that. Oops. Oh well. I did 609 stitches on this. Don't have a ton left to do on it, so you know. Just, I don't know why I didn't finish it. I just didn't. Flip the page. My hair is everywhere. And then I pulled out Farm Fresh, and I did not write down what stitches I did on Farm Fresh. Farm Fresh is the first part of the new series by Little House Needleworks called Fall on the Farm. So Farm Fresh is out. We're 3 charts deep in this. I need to show you No Crows Allowed, because I just got that one in this week. But we're 3 charts deep in this, and I'm almost done with chart 1. But don't ask me how many stitches I did, because I didn't write it down, and I'm not going to sit here right now and figure it out. This is on a piece of 32 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak Farm, Dirt Road. I don't have too much to do. I have the bottom of the wagon to finish, and there's something else down here. So, yep.
Yarp.
I'm only 2.5 blocks behind. 2 1/4 blocks behind. I don't keep up on sales. Y'all should know that by now. It is what it is.
I just want you to get done the sales. Like, in all honesty, unless you're a monogamous stitcher or you're crazy, sales are usually stitch and eventuallys.
Some sales are easier to keep up on than others. I believe one of the overhead lights blinked out.
Yep.
Okay. I pulled out One Nation to stitch on. I needed something that was primarily typography to get extra tokens on Library Lovers Week. This is all made of cords. Thanks, honey. I use this for something else too. Because I did. No, I did not. I did 705 stitches on Farm Fresh. This is the one I didn't have written down that I did stitches on.
Yeah, the light bulb just came back on.
Yes.
I think I'm going to look up buying a new fixture.
Yeah, we've been having that problem since we moved in.
It's the fixture.
Yes. This is on a piece of hand-dyed by the Slovak farm. It is also dirt road. It's different than what I'm currently dyeing for dirt road. I like the current dye a little bit better. So I finished...
I think they're both awesome.
It is. I finished up Florida over here, the end, and then did all of this red. And was very aggravated trying to do all of this because I couldn't get a good picture of the full width of it in one shot where you could see the stitches. So, like, my claiming for this was, like, 6 different pictures. It was aggravating.
At least the person who had to do it was good sports about it.
Yes, Claire was a good sport about it.
She probably was just like...
She laughed at me.
Well, this is just one of those across the planet types. Like when I was doing the border... Like when I do the border on squirrels, it's not that big of a border, so you fly across the side,
right.
Pattern.
Okay, and then finally we have, I pulled this out for, we're doing Kingdom of Norway week. I know I didn't tell you what any of those stitches related to.
We're okay.
Sorry, it'll be fine. We're doing Kingdom of Norway week in Daily 30. So, stitch on a piece with snow on it. There's snow on this. Scenic Farm. So, this is 18 count. White Ada, because it's just the dimensions. Whatever. I did 431 stitches on it. Which is some of the back stitch here by... Or some of the cloud stitches over here by this tree. And a significant part of the ground down in here. So there's like a building right here. So I kind of did everything up to the building. And then the next time I pull this out to stitch on it, I will actually be, I think, working on the building. Well, I think I have a little bit of the wall right there, but I'll be working on the building. That has been my stitching for the week. That was pretty quick today. I stitched on a couple things for a couple days, so that always helps make things a little bit quicker. All right, I do have some haul to share with you, so let us do haul.
Yo.
Haul, y'all.
Yeehaw!
You're such a goof.
Yup.
Okay.
No one's ever accused me of having normal in the herd.
Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm series. This is chart number 3. This is called No Crows Allowed. It's glary.
I actually think the light is from the actual...
Yes, it is.
Screen.
So, I don't remember if I showed you guys chart number 2 or not. Sorry if I didn't. I mean, if I didn't, tell me and I can show you guys. But, and then, I got a novel. I got, oh my god. The materials list. I got Northern Expression Needleworks Peacock Band Sampler.
Sampler.
Who am I? What is wrong with me? I have.
Please go back to our... If you ever watched our beginning videos, you will hear somebody go on a very long rant on multiple occasions on how she doesn't like samplers. And then all of a sudden, I pointed out how many pieces she was doing that were samplers. And after she got done glaring at me, she went, oh, crud, you're right. She wasn't mad at me. She was just like, really?
I'm not a sampler girl. I'm not.
You're a sampler woman.
A general traditional sampler that has the alphabet plastered all over it, I'm not into. But stuff like this, that they call samplers, I do like. And there is a Hands Across the Sea. There's actually a couple Hands Across the Sea samplers that
You don't like alphabet samples.
I don't like alphabet samplers. And a lot of what seems to have been prevalent when I was an early stitcher was alphabet samplers. I don't know if that's just because that's what they did in the Americas or not, because finding American samplers is nigh on impossible. There are almost none, because I actually wanted to try to find a reproduction sampler from an American Revolutionary War era girl and an American antebellum era girl, because those are like my two big history hotspots. Can't find them. So, but yes, this is, and I'm thinking that there's a lot of pages in this because there's a lot of specialty stitches in this. There's a lot of beads on this.
Is that a rug?
No.
Honestly, that looks like a rug my mom used to own.
This is my...
Come on, help me out, people. How many people had rugs that were just strips of paper, of patterns, in a pattern like that, and that was the rug?
Well, it's called a band sampler, and it's called a band sampler because I'm willing to bet each one of these colors is a different stitch. Is a different specialty stitch. You can buy, and I think you can buy Peacock Band Sampler just cross stitch. I like specialty stitches. And
darn you, Tree.
Tree of Stitches has been popping up in my memories for the last week
That
or so.
is where this is from. Is that still available?
Last I knew, Tree of Stitches was still available.
Yeah, that's one of those secret specialty stitches. I think the only reason why you got through Tree of Stitches is there were no French knots.
There were French knots. I replaced them with beads.
Okay. So you cheated.
I cheated. I like specialty stitches. I know not everybody does. And having sort of crashed out on my chatelaine because I could not read the pattern for the life of me, I actually pulled out, before I bought this, I pulled that Celtic Valentine, the Northern Expression needleworks that I got. I opened it up and read the chart. The chart is very clear. And that's why this is actually as big as it is, because the chart's a good size. You know, it's a good size. You know, your boxes are very good size. So it's very clear and very easy to read. So Northern Expression Needleworks it is, because I can read that, and I can make working copies of that, and I can use paper because I like paper. It is what I am. It is what it is.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
That is it for haul. So
now for the crazy.
We go on to plans.
I repeat. Now for the crazy.
Plans and announcements.
March Mayhem!
That was amazing.
And anybody who's ever played Dragon Age Inquisition will know where that mayhem was from.
Alright.
Okay. I actually have my entire March here because I'm a somewhat sane human and I'm doing one a week, not one a day, because I'm pretty sure my head would explode if I stitched that much.
2022, start all the projects.
I love you.
I love you.
So, I came up with a little game. Wait, we're not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. See no evil. We have elemental dragons of air, fire, earth, and water. I'm going to start shuffling these around when she closes her eyes, and then she's going to tell me to stop. And begin.
Stop.
We are doing Earth.
We're starting with Earth. Yay! Earth.
You know, I'm actually half tempted to ask her to make an elemental dragon heart, so that way I can have Captain Planet.
I don't know. she would do that. But
you know what? If she's of my generation, she might do that just for the funny of it.
I don't think she's of our generation. Okay, so somewhere or yonder, actually I do know where it's at, is my bag with all of my working copies, some fabric, some flosses for all of the ornaments I plan to start this month. Where the list is that had those ornaments and some other stuff that I had wanted to start this month is, I don't know. I couldn't find it this weekend when I went to look for it to start working on getting stuff together. Oh, well. I call it divine intervention because over the course of the weekend, a lot of designers released charts for Ukraine for solidarity stitching for Ukraine. I'm gonna do a couple of them. If you're a praying person, I can give you all of the reasons why we pray for Ukraine, and I can actually, if you're a praying person and you want to hear this story, shoot me a message. I will send you the link to an article about some Marian apparitions that happened in Ukraine that are pretty foreboding, and this is why we are leaning heavily on pray for Ukraine. All that being said, because I don't know some of the bigger projects that I actually was going to start this month, I have space in my Mayhem to start the Ukrainian solidarity pieces, and if I get to the end of the month and I run out of and I have too many things to start, well, my birthday's April 6th, so we're just going to keep the good time going. I gotta get up my birthday start. Anyways, I do know that of the two big starts that I can remember I said I wanted to start, Little House Needleworks, I think it was, released a chart, Jingle All the Way, November, December-ish. It's buried in a place where I don't want to go look for it right now. I know where it's at. I do need to pull it out so I can pull threads for it. But that's going to get started, and then my big start for Mayhem will be the general store from Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Amy Stewart, because Beth Ann told me to. Oh God, those people. This is going to be. This is going to be Laura's probably never going to finish this project because it is 700 stitches wide by 500 stitches high.
And the detail is beyond stupid.
I looked at the chart list. I looked at the floss list. I went, I don't have all of these flosses. I know I don't. So, but I am getting a massive haul of Sullivan's flosses in sometime this month. Which leads me to the announcement portion of this program. That's plans. That's plans. Plans are Mayhem is going to be exactly that, which is Mayhem. Allow me to first and foremost apologize in advance for the March Mayhem videos because they're going to be long because I'm going to have a new project every day. Is what it is. That being said, and there might be a lot of bell ringing because they're ornaments, so some of them might get finished in their day because they're not very big.
I'll get the quieter bell out, people.
My mother has a cowbell somewhere.
I got a cowbell right here.
So we gonna get another cowbell.
No.
I told my mother I want another cowbell. Anyways, so the announcement portion of this video.
My wife has lost her mind with bell envy.
For those of you who are shoppers with the Slovak Farm online needlework store, and if you're not, why aren't you? No, really, I get it. You guys loyal to who you want. Shop with who you want to, but shop with me. No.
I respect your decision, but I really want you to give me money.
I respect your decision to shop with someone else because I get it. You shop with a shop. You buy from a shop for a long time, you are loyal to them. I get it. But I do want you to spend your money with me because it helps me out. Witchelt let shops know that they are about 3 weeks behind, which I will say times out about right because I ordered a pile of Mill Hill kits and it was about 3 weeks before they sent them out. That being said, Mill Hill, Sullivan's Floss, Mirabilia, Nora Corbett's. I think that's the only place where I can source Glendon Place. There's a few things that, those sort of things will be behind because I don't necessarily have them all in stock. I have a few of the things that I buy from them, that are on. I have a few things in stock. Breathe. So, if you want something from them that I have to order through Witchelt and you let me, I'll be sure to, let you know once you place the order with me. But just saying, Kreinik's the other one that comes from, big one that comes from Witchelt. So it is what it is right now. I can't fix it. I can't change it. I'm just going to roll. We just got to roll with it. It's going to be like this. There's a shortage on canned biscuits. My grocery store. Okay, so we moved. I lost my job. I was going up to Aldi's and getting groceries. But by the time I spent the gas to get there and back, and the time going to the local grocery store in the town, next town over.
Don't ask about the one in town.
The one in town is super expensive. I'm not the only one who thinks that in this town either, which actually makes me feel a lot better about my opinion of it. It's just, by the time I spend the gas to get to and from Aldi's, because it's an extra 10, 15 minutes from us, as opposed to the one that's the next town over.
And she's actually in that town when she does it, by the way.
And most of the time I'm doing it, yes, when I'm in the town. I just shop there. But for the last month, they haven't had canned biscuits. They haven't had canned biscuits. And before somebody gives me raspberries about, I can make my own biscuits. Yes. I actually wanted canned biscuits for something just because I wanted to be lazy about cooking my biscuits for said recipe. It was sausage and gravy.
But your biscuits in the cast iron skillet are awesome.
Well, I cook my biscuits in a cast iron skillet anyways. I ended up just making, and I make biscuits. Although, Angie, my friend, the hibernation stitcher, who is taking a Lenten sabbatical from social media, she actually shared with me, we talk off social media, so she shared with me a recipe that her hubby uses to make biscuits. That's just really simple, and she said they're delicious, so I'm going to try that recipe.
Okay, we are scrolling
how we went
all
on
the
a
way
tangent about biscuits, but
you were talking about things being back ordered.
Everything's back ordered. Stuff's gonna be out of stock. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna roll with it.
Please be patient.
And we're gonna make the best of it. Okay? Okay. Please be patient.
Spiel?
Yes. Give them the spiel.
Have a nice day. Peace. Kidding. I'm trying to get her to spit her water out. And that face was worth it. Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy me bobby, all the YouTube stuff.
All the YouTube stuff. Social media that you can follow us on is linked below.
I'm not very active on social media.
He's not very active on social media. If I don't know somebody on Facebook, there's a solid chance I'm not going to add you as a friend. That is nothing personal. That is because I've had people from Stitchy groups add me as a Facebook friend and then immediately turn around and attack my political views, which I post on Facebook. I don't do it a ton because I do have friends that have separate views than I do, and I want to be respectful. But sometimes
one bad apple ruined the bunch.
I post stuff that is my opinion. And yeah, one bad apple ruined the Follow me on Instagram. You'll still see plenty of stitchy stuff and plenty of good stuff. And we can get to know each other through Instagram and, that stuff. I don't
use Instagram. I've never been. I've been using social media since MySpace. Before, when Facebook was still only college students. That's how long I've been dealing with social media.
MySpace. Oh my God. Who remembers MySpace and the stress of choosing your top 8 friends? And if you are not on someone's top 8 friends, oh my God, what is going on with our friendship? Who remembers that?
That's why I didn't have anybody in the list at all. It's like, I don't like any of you enough to cause this kind of bullcrap. I didn't even see that feature. Like, in all honesty, if it wasn't for the fact that that's how I keep up with my family out of state, I'd uninstall Facebook.
I'm kind of at that point too.
I've been at that point for a decade.
But I have friends that I only really keep tabs with.
You have Facebook for the groups.
I have Facebook for my Stitchy groups and Stitchy friends that I've gotten to know through Facebook. So, we have enjoyed spending some time with you. We're sorry we went down some bunny hills.
Sorry, my patootie. Welcome to the ride. Strap in and hold on tight. Mayhem approaches. Bye.
What I was going to say was, we're sorry we went down some bunny hills, but this is how we are. So if you're new here...
What I just said.
This is how we are. If you don't like that, I don't blame you for leaving. All right.
We're awesome!
I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. If you don't like us going down bunny hills, then just don't watch our videos and don't criticize. All right. We'll see.
No, that was to the people who don't like the videos. Bye. If you don't like me, I don't care. I know I'm a polarizing person. People either think I'm hysterical or annoying. And I don't care. Especially in social media. It's like, well, then just don't follow me.
Pretty much how I feel.
And I don't act like this at work. I keep it a tight lid on it at work because I have to work with these people. So I let it all out when I get home.
Ooh, one of my groups, we are cementing a frog into a grave. That'll be interesting.
Okay.
Rip it, frog. I made a mistake.
We're going to be going away now.
Okay. Have a fantastic week. We will talk to you guys. Bye.